We have a new ism. This is childism. This is dumb belief number 10. And let's play this video right quick. It's under a minute. Childism. Don't commit an act of childism.
Do you know about childism? This term hasn't trended yet, and people aren't talking about this. I think it's totally valid. Childism is the idea of, well, sexism, racism, discrimination against your sex, discrimination against your race. Well, childism is discrimination because you're a child. Like, for example, if a student were to come up to me and say, hey, Desi, I'm non-binary, can you call me they? And I told that student, oh, honey, you're way too young to know your gender identity. This would not only be transphobic, this would also be considered childism. Not only am I not respecting their pronouns, I would also be discriminating against them because of their age. I'm saying they are too young to know what their gender identity is. But you can do this in other ways too. If you don't respect children's opinion, which are completely valid, that's a form of childism. Well, enough credit, because it happens all the time. Just like ageism is a thing, we are discriminating against old people, childism is a thing too. Children need more of a voice in my opinion. So I'm a teacher. This helps.
Legalize gun ownership all the way down to the point that you can hold a gun. That's what I heard from that right there. I mean, I don't want to discriminate against a kid because they're a kid. Honestly, that would be wrong. A kid can do the same things an adult can do, right? How did this happen? I heard another quote, or I heard another video going around that we needed to learn from our children. I'm trying not to say the F word today. It's such a tough day to not say the F word. How the F did we get to the point where parents need to learn from their kids? It's your kid. They're supposed to learn from you. What are you learning from them? They don't know anything. They're kids. And now, if a kid has an idea, you can't say, well, I can't take you seriously because you're a child. That's childism. That's wrong. You can't invalidate what your children want or say about themselves. Oh my God, this is a mental disorder. It is. This is a mental problem. This is what's wrong. This will really make you nihilistic. I'm sorry to send you off into the weekend with the fact that people like this exist out there, but entirely ridiculous. And it's no coincidence, by the way, that some of the worst things that have happened in history, just say in the 20th century, used child armies. Did they not? We even had like the Hitler Youth, and then we had the Mao's, what was it, the Red Guard, the kids. They always use kids, and that's one of the reasons it bothers me so much. Kids are so easily malleable. You can convince them to do anything, but they don't know anything. Their prefrontal cortex hasn't developed yet. They don't have any knowledge of the world at all. They've never been out in the world at all. They can't make good decisions based off of no information. And we're supposed to listen to them because they think something? And I'm not saying this to like hate on the kids. They're kids. It's not their fault. But for the adults that are okay with this idea, there is something terribly wrong with your brains. I'm sorry. I know that crazy people don't know that they're crazy. And so I guess this is pointless to say. But what we can do is not give in to these ideas. Because this person, whatever she's doing here, this person is crazy, but probably doesn't know it. You know, and so maybe it's not even her fault. But for all the people who hear this and you're like, oh yeah, it does make kind of sense. No, it doesn't. It's dumb.